More Chumba Casino fan mail. Love this. It says, Dear Ryan, I love Chumba Casino. There's so much fun. I love the wild ride from the social slots to the Slingo to jackpots quicker than a 6-time real spin. Everybody's finding their fun at Chumba Casino. Why don't you find out for yourself? Head to ChumbaCasino.com and enjoy hundreds of casino-style games for free with your welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
You're commuting home with Katz and Cosby. Now here's John Catsimatidis and Rita Cosby on 77 WABC.
Steve Moore, I know you're British with that British accent. What do you think?
Well, I think it's morning in America.
God bless America.
You stole that one.
Ronald Reagan. Look, these numbers are so impressive. 48 of the 50 states, John and Rita, got redder, not bluer. Almost every county in America, Trump did better than he did in 2020. It's just an amazing. It's a red wave, not a huge red wave, but it's a red wave election. And we saw big pickups in state legislatures around the country. It's Trump. I mean, Trump is the working class hero, as we said in our hotline today. And I want to mention one other thing to you guys at the Katz Roundtable. Do you remember just a few weeks ago, the Nobel Prize economists and all the major news media people said, oh, my God, if Trump is elected, we're going to have a meltdown in the market and the economy is going to go into depression. Well, I don't think we had a meltdown in the market yesterday.
It went up a few thousand points.
It was a melt up.
These people don't know what they're talking about. And by the way, I think that result was there were two factors at play here. One was, Trump has a more bullish pro-business agenda. But I also think it was a big sigh of relief by the investors that Kamala Harris's crazy plans, like taxing unrealized capital gains and doubling the capital gains tax and the dividend tax, that's not going to happen now. So I'm excited. I think we can make this economy roar starting right away. I mean, they're already seeing the signs of people, dancing in the streets.
Yeah.
Steve Moore, the Fed chairman, says, I am not quitting.
I saw that. Well, Trump, the White House, I'm sorry, that's not the White House. The White House in waiting said today that they would allow Jerome Powell to play out his term, which ends, I think, in about 14, 16 months. I think that's probably the right choice here. But Jerome Powell has a big ego, and he doesn't like Donald Trump, and he's sort of sticking the middle finger at Trump by saying that. And by the way, the law is not clear about whether or not that the president should have the authority to fire a Federal Reserve chairman. That's never been ruled on, and I think it's an illegal designation of power. I look at the Constitution, John, and I see that all tax bills must start in the House of Representatives. Well, when the Fed prints money, that's a tax, and I don't recall Congress ever approving these things.
Well, that's interesting, and I guess we'll find out. Look, right now, we want the best thing to happen for all Americans,
yes.
And President Trump should be the president of all Americans. And some of these people with the culture and say, "Well, we're Gavin Newsom, we're going to protect California from President Trump." I mean, give me a break.
It's ridiculous,
And I don't know, New York. Enough is enough, guys.
It is enough. By the way, Steve Moore, too, did you hear today, you triggered what I was thinking of. Biden came out and he said, I'm leaving everybody with the best economy. We're the greatest. I also think he was smiling. I think he's relieved that he's leaving. And
I see it as totally different. I mean, I see this as this wasn't so much a repudiation of Kamala Harris, although it was. I think it was more of a repudiation of what the left and what Joe Biden has done to the American people over the last 4 years. I mean, if his policies were popular, she would not have gotten wiped out. I mean, to defend her for a minute, she was dealt a pretty bad hand. She had to run on the Biden record, which is a terrible. I think Joe Biden will go down in history as one of the worst presidents we have ever had. I think the voters said, look, we can't possibly stand 4 more years of this. And remember Trump's closing argument: "Are you better off, voters, than you were 4 years ago?" And apparently, a lot of voters said, "Hell no."
Yes, 70%. 70 to 74% said we're going in the absolute wrong direction and the economy stinks.
Now, that phrase came from Ronald Reagan's race in 1980, but President Trump had something he could point to that Reagan could not point to. He could point to his record when he was president.
That's
secure
right.
borders, peace abroad, and low inflation and real wages going up.
Well put. And I think that really, Trump was kind of a gamble for voters in 2016 when he won. This time, people know what they're going to get. It's not a mystery. I've gotten asked by reporters 25 times today, what's Donald Trump going to do? And I say, he's going to do exactly what he did in his first term. He's going to rebuild American energy. He's going to cut taxes. He's going to get rid of, onerous regulations. And we're not going to hire 20,000 new IRS agents.
Well, thank you, Steve Moore. And you're going to have a great show tomorrow between what? No,
on Saturday. It's been a long week. It's been a long week for all of us.
Yeah, 5 hours of the economy.
It's been a long week. But
Larry Kudlow.
We're on.
Zaxby's Sensation Salad is so much more than a plain old salad. It's a salad, which begs the question, at what point does a salad stop being a salad and become a salad? Is it when you add Zaxby's fried chicken to it? Crunchy wontons? Asian slaw? Citrus vinaigrette? Teriyaki glaze? Sweet and spicy sauce? Or is it when you top it all with a handmade perfectly fried egg roll? Without a doubt, the egg roll. The Sensation Salad, only at Zaxby's.
1 to 3 on Saturday.
Yes.
The More Money Show. We're going to have a great show. We're going to go over all these statistics, John, and it's just an honor to be able to do that show on the #1 talk radio station in the United States, WABC.